Good morning and welcome to this week's Power and Partnership meeting. We are meeting with Miss Brittney Brown, the principal of Evans, who's also just named our Principal of the Year. So we're pretty excited to be here today with her. The beauty of this is not only that I know Brittney most of her life, now I get to work with her in a professional way as the Evansville Promise Neighborhood Grant Manager, and her being one of our schools that is an Evansville Promise Neighborhood school. So first, let's just talk about, what has EPN done for you guys here at Evans?
Yeah. Like I said, this is my first year at Evans getting to be a part of an EPN school, and it has been a blessing to this school and for this community. The partnerships, as I'm getting to learn more and what the resources can provide our students, our families, our community, has been outstanding. We've partnered with multiple of the partnerships this year, University of Evansville, bringing in the girls basketball team, as simple as just having them to come play with our kids at basketball, just to show them, the youth, how to play organized basketball outside. EPN, or Evansville Police Department, working with them. We've worked on with the YMCA, looking at our STEM lab we're making outside. It goes on and on how many different partnerships that we are growing, and I feel like with Amy's leadership coming in, she's helping me as a new person to know each and every one of them, and that there's so many more opportunities that we can continue to grow. But in the short period of time that we've had this year, the EPN Grant has given opportunities not for just the students within our schools, but also our families out into the community, to give them the resources that they need to be successful. And that's my biggest goal as a principal, is to make our students be productive citizens outside of school. And that's truly what the Promise Neighborhood is doing. And these community resources are giving us those resources and giving those kids, those families, everything that they need to be able to do it by themselves when they're outside of the school age.
So one of the things that you guys managed to do and they kind of surprised you, and it's just kind of your vision, but this room that we're sitting in was kind of a vision, and we talked about this at the very beginning, I think, was she thought about, okay, what can we do? Because one of the things you want to do was build a community within your school. We did that with the MLL day, where you had the MLL families come in and do all the things like you register for preschool, kindergarten, parent portal. We help families that weren't even Evans families. But kind of talk about your vision for this room and what it means to have a room like this in your schools to bring that vision to life of community.
Yeah, so just a few minutes ago, was surprised with this room, didn't even know it was happening, but it was a vision that we wanted to make a room where families felt that they could be a part of our school, especially as we are growing in our multilingual families coming to our school, that maybe it's not comfortable for families to come to a school. We wanted them to be able to come and then also have a place where they felt welcomed, where there's a couch to sit on, or maybe their native language was within the room, or places like that. So this is something that we've partnered with our partners through the EPN grant, to have this space where families can come in, they can work with our translators, our interpreters, fill out paperwork, meet with different people just to talk about things that they need help with. So just a place where we can all gather within our school building, where it's safe, it's comfortable, but just a place where we can all be together, because we all have one common mission, is to just be productive citizens here in Evansville.
Then there's one last thing I know you got coming up. We'll kind of go over and get right a sneak peek about it. Talk about your Homeroom Heroes program.
Yes, so super excited with EPD. We're getting ready to start a new program that's called Homeroom Heroes. We're going to start with our 5th graders this year, and so some of the EPD officers are going to come over and start working with our 5th graders during the homeroom time and during their lunch and recess time, and just kind of build relationships with our students, with our police officers. Know that they're just people that are here to build relationships with, so they're not always seen in that negative light, but also as resources, people that they could go to. So excited to build those relationships. And then at the end of the year, we're super excited that we're going to celebrate our kickoff with a dodgeball tournament. And who doesn't love dodgeball, especially with a bunch of EPD officers.
And Police Chief Officer Smith.
And we might have Police Chief Phil Smith going to be leading the charge with that. So the officers are going to come in and play dodgeball with each grade level, kindergarten through 6th grade, and EPD is going to celebrate with some popsicles at the end of it, just to celebrate the community, and making sure that right before we leave them to go to the summer, that they know when the teachers are not with them, that the officers are still out in the community. They're going to see them out in their neighborhoods all summer, that they're another resource to keep them safe if they need anything when school's not in session.
Thank you so much for joining us this week. We're excited to work with Evans. I've been excited to be able to work with you again. It's kind of nice, with someone that you knew as growing up, to be able to work with in these professional careers that we have now. So that's just all we have today. So bye, everyone.